Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Fan Show. I'm your host, Robert. Today's edition is going to be a new segment here on Pro Wrestling Fan Show. We're going to do a spotlight. We're going to spotlight different wrestlers from time to time, kind of do, introduce you to different wrestlers and tell you about their background. And on some of them, we might do like a top 5 moment list or top 10 moment list. The first spotlight video I'm going to do is about Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger debuted September of 08 on ECW. In January of 09, he won the ECW World Champion against Matt. He beat Matt Hardy for it. In WrestleMania 26, which was March of 2010, Jack Swagger really burst on the scene. He won the Money in the Bank ladder match. At this point, you would think Jack Swagger, the All-American American, he's getting pushed to the moon. He goes in this Money in the Bank match, wins the briefcase, guaranteed world title shot. As Swagger came in, personally I was looking at him going, he's kind of like, it's like they're trying to recreate the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. That's the first thing I thought. Calling him the All-American American, the amateur background, having him do the ankle lock. It's kind of like a new version of Kurt Angle. So I was kind of hoping that we do something good here. Once he won that Money in the Bank on WrestleMania 26, on Monday Night Raw the following night, he attempted to cash it in on the World Champion, was unable to, but when you go to cash these Money in the Banks in, as long as the bell does not ring, it doesn't count. The bell didn't ring, he was able to get the briefcase, get out of the ring, no harm, no foul. The next night, on SmackDown taping on Tuesday night, he came out, actually attacked Edge walking to the ring, and then champion in the ring at the time was the first ever undisputed champion, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho had the world title. Swagger cashed his Money in the Bank against Chris Jericho for the world title. Kind of went downhill from that point for Swagger. He kind of faded out of the world title hunt. In January 2012, he won the United States title against Zack Ryder. As 2012 progressed, he went on a 3-month losing streak. So September 3rd of 2012, he told general manager AJ Lee he was taking some time off. He needed to figure out why he was losing, I guess. So Jack Swagger took some time off, went away for a little bit. He returned again on February 1st of 2013 on SmackDown, telling Booker T and Teddy Long that he had to be in the Elimination Chamber. He was able to get into the Elimination Chamber World title. Elimination Chamber World Heavyweight title #1 contender at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Obviously, you guys remember who was in this chamber match. Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Mark Henry, Kane, Daniel Bryan, Jack Swagger. Just like I said in the preview that I did, Swagger was probably third on the list who was going to win. Thinking it was Jericho or Randy. Wasn't thinking it was Swagger with his return like he was. He actually had a pretty good match. He did. With a roll-up of Randy Orton, Jack Swagger became the #1 contender for the world title for WrestleMania. Swagger had his golden ticket to WrestleMania to face Alberto Del Rio. Obviously, some of the vignettes, or really vignettes, some of the videos and some of the interviews and whatnot that Swagger and his mouthpiece, as you all know, you've seen, this guy, his real name is Dutch Mantel. He's been around the business for a while. He's out here talking about immigration and how people cross the borders and whatnot, taking a real hot button topic of politics, the immigration laws that some of the bordering states from Mexico have, and just talking about it, just going to the All-American American Jack Swagger America, we the people, and just spewing all this and saying, the immigrants need to go back home, and obviously our world champion right now, Alberto Del Rio, is a former Mexican luchador superstar, and just his Mexican ring announcer Ricardo Rodriguez, and just everything that they're saying with this. You know, obviously some of the news channels have picked up on it and been talking about it. A guy by the name of Glenn Beck from ABC News made the statement, I can take it from a lot of people, but I can't take it from stupid wrestling people. Glenn Beck, as a wrestling fan since 1996, you need to realize something. Millions and millions of people watch professional wrestling. Millions and millions of people are associated with professional wrestling, amateur wrestling. By you making that statement, stupid wrestling people, you've just insulted millions and millions and millions of people. You know, I do a show on YouTube. You know, I'm a wrestling fan. Wrestling people watch my show. But you know what? If an ABC News anchor, reporter, whatever you are, you make this statement, it'd be like me saying that all reporters or all anchormen are stupid people. It's not true. I don't know very many at all. You know, do you know any true wrestling people? Do you know these wrestlers that go out there 300 days a year and put a show on for the fans? Do you know the CM Punks of the world, the Jack Swaggers of the world, the Randy Ortons? Do you know Vince McMahon himself? Look what Vince has done over the 25, 30 years he's been in the sports entertainment business. WWF, WWE, you know. He is number one in what he does. He's created a brand. He's created sports entertainment. You know, these athletes, and that's what they are. They're true athletes. Go out there 300 days a year, put their bodies on the line, and do some of these stunts that the average person would probably die from, but they're stupid wrestling people to you. You know, look at Edge. He put his life on the line. He had, hurt his neck so bad he had to retire from the business. He was told if he did another match, he could be paralyzed for life. Look at Owen Hart. He actually died doing what he loved in professional wrestling. He died in the ring. All I'm getting at is these people go out there trying to be better than the next person. They put their lives on the line. They put their ability to walk on the line. They put their ability to, from head injuries, concussions. But yet, they're stupid wrestling people. They're more well known in some circles, like The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, great actor, a great world champion. John Cena. People know who John Cena is, care less about wrestling. So you know what, Glenn Beck? If you want to talk about stupid wrestling people, I want to see you actually answer one of these calls from WWE and show up on Raw. Tell these Raw fans, these SmackDown fans, why they're stupid wrestling people. You know, everything that they're doing in wrestling right now is called a storyline. These are fictional characters doing a storyline, just like a movie. You know, look at some of the great movies of all time and tell me that if they say something racist or they say something, retarded or stupid or whatever, that they're acting. These guys are acting. What Jeff Coulter, aka Dutch Mantel, Jack Swagger, what they're doing and saying is acting. It's not real life. All these wrestling fans know this. I'm a wrestling fan. Do I agree with what they're saying? No. It's all an act. Just like CM Punk going out there and, telling people he hates them and all this. It's an act. You got to realize reality, acting, two different things. Unfortunately, Jack Swagger, as you all know, was arrested for marijuana possession, driving under the influence of marijuana, and speeding. I know there's a lot of things online about Mr. Swagger possibly being suspended, even terminated. Here's actually something that WWE put out. It says, any WWE talent who is arrested, convicted, or admits to a violation of law relating to the use, possession, purchase, sale, or distribution of drugs will be in material breach of his/her contract with WWE and subject to immediate dismissal. WWE Wellness Program, Section 14 is what I just read to you. Section 15 covers positive drug tests other than marijuana and alcohol. First violation is a 30-day suspension. Second violation is 60-day suspension. Third violation is termination from the company. But in Section 15 under penalties, Section B, it talks about positive marijuana drug test. In the event any positive test for marijuana, the WWE talent shall be fined $2,500. For positive alcohol substance tests, in the event of a positive test for alcohol, the WWE talent will be fined $2,500 per test. It doesn't say a word about that for being termination or anything. I hate to see Jack Swagger get terminated for a mistake. Would I like him out of the world title picture from WrestleMania? Yes, I would. He needs to take what happened to him, get help that he needs. Obviously, anybody who does drugs needs help, and he needs to start over with his build to the top. You need to put somebody else in that position right now. You know, I'm going to say to Jack Swagger, you know, something that CM Punk says all the time, which is pretty relevant, straight edge. You know, not everybody can live a straight edge lifestyle. For those of you who don't know what straight edge is, you don't drink, you don't smoke, no alcohol, no tobacco, no drugs. Just say no. I think WWE needs to move forward with somebody else in the world title hunt. I think Swagger needs to go to the bottom of the list and build himself back up. I know there's another former WWE superstar, former world champion, who has an issue with the little nose candy and whatnot, and the funky marijuana. It would be Jeff Hardy. So Swagger, take a look at Jeff Hardy and his world title from Turning Point, world title match versus Sting, and see that if you want that to be you. Really all I gotta talk about with Jack Swagger. So fans, I hope you keep checking back to the channel and look for some more spotlights. I'll be doing a spotlight on CM Punk and be doing top 10 CM Punk moments. Probably be doing some the top 10 moments probably include some promos and some also hit some matches of his. If you check out on my channel, check out the side, you'll see a bunch of videos from me from the IWR show and from Pro Wrestling Pulse. You also see 10 CM Punk promos. I'd like to throw a shout out to the Pro Wrestling Pulse, J-Man, Quaddy, Ryan Back, and tell you Pulse fans that you will be seeing me over there like you have. I was there for the Elimination Chamber review. I know that J-Man and them did a Q&A session here recently. Please check that out and tell me what you think. And if is there any questions you want me to answer, please leave them in the comment section below. And I'll do a video, maybe like I said in the past, do like a biography video, kind of tell you about my wrestling background, some of the big events I've attended, some of the things that I've done. So, y'all have a great evening. Thanks for watching.